Pulled pork has been around the American South for a long time, where cooking it slowly over an open fire has been creating succulent, delicious pork that has always been a regional favorite. There is nothing easier, but it does take time and it must be planned ahead, but oh, so worth the effort. To make pulled pork, you will need a slow cooker, a shoulder cut up pork, mine is about a 2 pound piece of pork, a dry rub, and some onions, and about 10 to 12 hours of cooking time. This pork must be cooked slow and low. I did about a 4-hour salt brine on my pork. This is optional, but it does flavor the meat and add moisture. So for me, it was worth the extra step. So you remove the meat from the brine and you pat it dry. And the next step is the dry rub. I make my own dry rub, which is really very easy. It's just a matter of mixing all the ingredients together. I'm using smoked paprika, brown sugar, salt, pepper, cumin, and some chili powder. Make sure you get the rub on all sides of your meat. So you want to lay your layer of sliced onions on the bottom of your slow cooker. This will prevent the meat from sticking to the bottom, as well as add flavor. Now simply add your meat on top of the onions. Put your slow cooker on low. Cover it for 10 to 12 hours. Our beautiful pork roast has been in the slow cooker for 12 hours, and the first thing I'm going to do is kind of remove this top layer of fat and just kind of get it out of the way. And then the next, I've cooled this so that I can handle it. And the next thing you want to do is just using your hands, you just want to collapse the meat, kind of pull it apart. And you'll see some fat inside the meat, and you want to remove that and just kind of pick it out and put it over to the side. But most of it will have cooked out of the meat at this point. Once you've removed all the excess fat, just using a sharp knife, you just want to go through the pork and cut it to whatever looks right to you. We like ours a little bit on the chunky side. This is the time to taste it for seasoning, and because I brined mine, I didn't need to add any additional salt. And now it's just a matter of adding some barbecue sauce and mixing it together, and then it'll be ready to serve. Just gently mixing that wonderful barbecue sauce in with the pork. I like to do my pulled pork sandwiches on lightly toasted hamburger buns. Add a little bit of that delicious homemade barbecue sauce. Spread it around. And now a generous amount of the pulled pork piled high. Another dousing of barbecue sauce. Add a pickle, and you're ready for lunch. Serve on a toasted bun with a generous amount of barbecue sauce, add a pickle, and you have a delicious meal, sure to become a family favorite.